Really quick, check this out because you did the second one correctly, right? This one here, we're gonna graph three line segments, and the middle one you've already done, right? And look what you did. The function of so over here in this column, this is f of x. This is f of x in there, and over here is where x the start point and end points for x. So for example, look what you've already done. F of x, which is the y-axis, f of x, which is the y-axis, is 4. And you already did that. So the whole time, the y value is 4, and it ranges, and the x value ranges from -1 to +2, from -1 to +2. That's all we do with each of these. So, for instance, look what you did, we can write it right here. F of x in both cases was 4, and we have two values for x. We have -1 and we have +2. And so what did you graph? -1, 4, -1, 4, and +2, 4, +2, 4. Right? So the x value for the first one, the two x values are just -4 and -1. -4, -1. And then what is the function of x for when x is -4? Well, it's going to be, f of x is going to be -4 minus 1, which is -4 minus 1 is, wait, sorry, yeah, negative x, careful, right? Negative x minus 1, and x is -4. So it's -4. So +4 minus 1 is 3. That's the f of the x for -4. And what is f of x for -1? Because that just goes here. Well, it's going to be -1, right? The f of x of -1 is -1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. And we just graph that. So the first one is, let's see, the line begins at -4, but it does not include it, right? It's x is greater than -4, or -4 is less than x. It doesn't include it. So it's an open circle. It does not include the -4, but -4, 3. Okay, so -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, +3, 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't include the -4. So I put a circle there, and the other end of that line is -1, 0, -1, 0. Now, that includes the -1. See, x is less than or equal to -1. So -1, 0 is right here, and that gets closed out. And this line goes like this. Bonk. Now the third one, here are the x values, 2 and 4. Here are the x values, 2 and 4. And what is the f of x? What is the f of 2? The function of 2? Well, I don't know. Let's see. 2 minus 5. Right? So f of x is 2 minus 5. That's -3. And here, what's the f of x when x is 4? Well, that's going to be 4 minus 5 is -1. And then we just plot that line. Let's see here. Now, it doesn't, so x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, so the 2 gets closed. So 2, -3. 2, 1, 2, 3, and it's closed because it can be equal to 2. And then what is f of x for 4? Because that's going to be our other y value for this line segment. And the f of x for 4 is 4 minus 5 is -1. And so we just go plot that. And so this one we're graphing 4 and -1. Here's 2, -3. Now we go to 4, -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, -1. And it does not include it, so it's open. X is less than 4. It does not include 4, so it's not closed. Now you can always check your work because look, this line segment matches with that line segment, and this one includes the -1. as the x value. But this one does not. It can't because it's down here, right? This one includes it, so this one can't. So that makes sense, right? And then this one doesn't include the x equals positive 2, but this one does. So it's closed, and then we go to here, right? So all you do is, that's your first x value, that's your second x value. First x value, second x value. Where do we get y? From f of x. Which one? That one right there. So when we do f of x, we get 3 and 0 for the y coordinates. So negative 4, 3 is the first one. Negative 1, 0. And then you did this one because f of x is always 4. So f of x is always 4. And what are the x values? Negative 1 and positive 2. So x, negative 1, y, 4. x2, y 4 is right there, which you already did. And then my final one is right here, where f of x is x minus 5. The x values are 2 and 4. The x values are 2 and 4. What are the y values? The f of x. And f of x is equal to x minus 5. F of x is equal to x minus 5. So, when x is 2, what is f of x? 2 minus 5, negative 3. And when x is 4, what is f of x? 4 minus 5 is negative 1. And then we have our x and our y values, and we plot it there. And that's the whole thing. Right. Okay. Very good. Bye.